What's going on, y'all? I'm here with head coach Kyle Crawford. He's the head coach of the Abbott Panthers, and they are alive and well in the playoffs here Thanksgiving week here in November, the third round. Coach, how are you today?
Doing great. Thank you. Thank you for having us.
For sure. What does this week look like? Thanksgiving, football playoffs. What does it look like for the Crawford family?
A lot of football.
Yeah.
Now it's exciting. It's always a blessing to be playing Thanksgiving football, and it's really exciting for our team and our coaches and our program and community as a whole. But it's exciting at my household as well. I got two little boys at home that they love Thanksgiving football. So
That's
yeah,
awesome.
this is a fun week.
How old are they?
Mine are 5-3.
5-3. That is so cool. I was looking at your schedule and everything, Coach. Your closest game was against Coolidge. Y'all beat them by 25 points. How does your team continue to stay hungry week in and week out, especially in the playoffs as y'all get deeper?
We just try to keep getting better each and every day. That's it goes back to last season. Probably ended in the state quarterfinals this round against a really good Gordon team that went on to win the state championship. And we bring an experienced group back this year that was pretty hungry and pretty motivated. And didn't like the way that ended last year. The expectation in Abbott isn't the third round; it's a state title. So they were motivated coming in, and then we got the ball rolling pretty quickly this year, which we kind of expected, having an experienced group, uh, get off to a good start and build momentum throughout the regular season. And then, we get to the playoffs, and that's really what all the work they have put in is for this time of the year. And, we want to finish it off the right way. So really just about staying hungry, keeping the main goal, and figuring out how we can get better each and every day and go play better each and every week.
For sure. Coach, I know last year you were the defensive coordinator. And to my followers who don't know, that is because his dad was the head coach. Now you were the head coach this year. You have taken the reins of the program. How has that been so far? I know you're undefeated, so it's been good on that level. But what about everything else? The community, how has that been so far, being the head coach?
It's been awesome. It's a great place. This is where I was born and raised, and
Wow.
I was really fortunate that my dad spent his whole career while I was alive in one place, and so I've got a lot of deep roots here personally, and feel like I understand the community and feel like I'm a part of the community first and foremost, and so that gives a sense of freedom when it comes to coaching to be yourself and coach how you coach. And just like anything else, it all starts with relationships. And my family personally has a lot of deep relationships in the community of Abbott. On the coaching side of things, it hasn't really changed, in very many ways, to be honest with you. Coach Crawford does a great job or did a great job of allowing his coaches to coach. And so he told us numerous times, all of y'all need to be like head coaches. That's got to be your mindset and the way you do things. And so our staff as a whole, I don't really feel like we've missed a beat because he did a great job of preparing us for this time and this transition phase. So yeah, it has been
That's
a
all.
lot of fun. It really has.
I'm sure you were running the sidelines just like your kids are nowadays before and after the games as a kid at Abbott High School, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's really neat to see now with kids of my own, especially my oldest. He's getting to the age where
You
he's,
understand what's going on.
yeah, he's understanding more and wanting to be more involved and looks up to the guys in our locker room a lot. And that's something that it's really neat because it's kind of a full circle moment for me. I was just like him, wanting to ride the bus with the boys and be in the locker room and be at practice, and now getting to watch him do that, especially with a really special group like we have right now, personal on a personal level. It's really fun to be a part of.
That's so cool to see. And from spectators like me, from a small community myself, it's always so much fun to watch, the head coach and the kids that grow up with him. So that's so cool to see. Also, you're a a busy man. Also, coach, you also coach the baseball team as well. And y'all won a state title in 2023. You went back to the tournament in 2024 this year. Um, uh, what would it mean to you and what would it mean to you and the community to do the same thing in football this year?
No, it would mean a lot, and it's not about me at all. It's for these kids that pour so much into this, and for the community that supports us unlike any other, in my opinion. That that's what it's all about. These kids and the journey that they're getting to be on, and the memories that they're getting to make, the friendships that they're building. This is a special place, a really really special place that has high expectations in whatever it is we're doing. It's not just athletically, not just football, basketball, baseball, track, whatever. Off the field, there's high expectations on these kids to graduate and go get a good job or go to good colleges, which most of them do. So, yeah, I think when you keep the focus where it's supposed to be on the people, and particularly the kids, in the community, that's what we're working for. We're working to make the community proud. They supported us with the unbelievable new stadium that we moved into this year,
Wow.
and
Yeah, I
uh,
saw that.
there's lots of community support and administrative support. I mean, it's just a great place. But anything we accomplish from this point on, or that we have accomplished, all the credit goes to our kids for that.
For
We
sure.
we 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 talk a lot about getting to an elite level in Abbott, and there's only a few programs that get to elite status, and there's a reason for that. It takes a different level of work and commitment and preparation and all that. And our kids do a really great job of that, and I'm super proud of them for that. And just hope that they get what they deserve because of that. Because if you want to be elite, you got to be different, and
Yeah. Yeah.
we feel like our kids are in a lot of ways.
Do a lot of those kids play baseball as well on your football team? Do you get to see a lot of them in the spring too?
Oh yeah, most of our kids do everything here. That's what that's a really neat side of it is that we've obviously put a ton into this football season, and we know what our goals are, but these kids put a ton into everything, and they do everything together and for each other, and that just adds another dimension to the enjoyment and the overall success of the program.
So cool getting to see them succeed at both sports too. I know that this Friday night y'all will play Aquila. That's a big district opponent you guys have, and you beat them by a pretty wide margin in the regular season. But it's in any sport, it's hard to beat a team twice. What goes in sort of in the mindset to, hey, we're facing this team again, not to get complacent, we want the same result as we got in the regular season. What sort of goes into that?
I mean, it's the third round of the playoffs. It's the state quarterfinals, the regional finals. We're playing for a spot in the state semifinals, and that's it. It doesn't what you did the first time you played somebody doesn't matter. We obviously drew some things from that and learned a few things from that film and that game, but we really try to take a lot of pride in taking it game by game, and it's no different in this situation. We're going to evaluate them for who they are right now, and we're going to prepare for the best version of an Aquila team that has gotten better since we've played them and got a lot of positive momentum. So, I think that's all part of process, really. If you talk about being process oriented, you can't be hung up on things in the past. Your process has got to be driven by getting better day in and day out, and taking your best shot at the opponents you're playing Friday night. So we've talked very very little about that first game, to be honest with you. Just wipe the slate clean and go play our best game Friday night against a really quality opponent.
Coach, some of the things you've said does not only the Texas football fan need to hear, but I think a lot of people in this world need to hear as well, just about having the right mindset and mentality to accomplish the things they want to accomplish and be at an elite level. My last question for you is Texas is growing. I have a lot of followers who may not know a lot about six-man football. What would you have to say to them on what six-man football means to the state of Texas and to the Abbott community?
Oh, it means a ton, especially to, small communities out there and, uh, you know, people that haven't followed it. There's a lot of good football
Here it
played in six-man football. I mean, it's still football. You still got to block, you still got to tackle. There's obviously a few differences in terms of rules and things like that, but there's a lot of really, really good players in this game as well. There was just one this week, Grayson Rigdon, that played his first 3 years of high school football in six man, and then went to Columbus this year, and he committed to NC State. And
is.
I'm extremely happy for him. I think it's great for six man football. Over the years, there's been numerous other ones that could have went and played, but yeah, I think if you ever come watch a six man game, especially when you get to this point in the season with the elite teams that are typically really well coached and do a lot of things right, I think you would really grow to uh, love the game and enjoy it, and that's how we are. We don't think of it any differently than people do watching an 11-man game. I would say it's the same way of doing things, and winning takes what it takes. We talk about that a lot. I agree with what you said earlier. The world needs more people like that, and that's ultimately what we're trying to do in Abbott is set these kids up to go be successful after high school, and we just so happen to get to do that and learn that stuff through what we believe is a really quality overall athletic program, and that's what it's all about. Really, that's our mindset in our coach's office. Is obviously we want to win. We want to win at the highest level, but what can we do to set these kids up to go be better people in the world after they leave us?
Well, Coach, I know you're not going to take credit for it, but they've also got a great role model and coach to look up to as well. And we really appreciate your time on this busy week, taking time for us to get to talk to you and get to know you a little more.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us. And, it's, I play a very small part of that. We got a lot of great people around these kids, coaches, and their parents and the community that gets behind them. So it's way more than just me. I
For
just
sure.
get to be fortunate to lead the program right now.
Well, awesome, Coach, and great luck this weekend, and have a happy Thanksgiving.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for having us and having a chance to represent our program and community. Happy Thanksgiving to you and everybody out there.
Definitely, Coach. Bye bye.